Muy buena gente, ¿qué tal? Benvenuti. Vamos a ir entrando. En directo. Muy buena gente, ¿qué tal? Benvenuti, todo el mundo. Un segundillo. Que terminamos de publicar estas cosas. Y le damos caña. Me he dado cuenta de una cosa. Es que soy muy imbécil. Pero eso, mucho. Sí. Y es que yo estaba intentando... eh, tengo un... tengo una pestañita en la boca. Ah, bueno. A ver. Vamos... Un segundito. No. Vale. Lo dicho. Soy Sugnor. Soy Sugnor. ¿Por qué? Pues porque aquí literalmente decía, llévalo a la esta de la cueva de no sé qué. Con lo cual, evidentemente, han tenido que haber ido a la cueva de no sé qué. La cueva está aquí. Una cueva de cristal. Vale, por si acaso, el tema de diálogos me trolea. Vamos a guardar. Nuestro grupo está encerrado en un campo de fuerza. Prisioneros nacionalistas. Observen expresivamente.
Halt, settler. This is a restricted area. How the hell did you get through the Kinrath? You should leave.
Yo voy a rescatar al Jedi.
You're a highly trained veterans, and you're just a settler with a toy blaster. We're taking
Bueno,
Jedi
señora.
and that
Colono con un
that.
blaster.
I'm
Espere
gonna say
usted.
it's nice and simple for your little calf-hurting head. Unless you want to wind up dead. Leave
Señora,
now.
le voy a dar un consejo. ¿Deje salir al Jedi? Aquí van a haber tremendos rayos de la fuerza para todo el mundo.
What? That's a Jedi trick. We trained against that.
Bueno, señora, yo se lo dije. Lo copio.
Always rushing into action without thinking of the consequences. What? You're expecting thanks? Kunda is in danger, and you've ruined the best chance of averting a full-scale conflict.
Lamento lo interferido, solo quería ayudar.
Right now, Dantooine is at a critical moment. If Kunda falls, then the Republic may lose control of this system. Still, I'm surprised you were able to get this far. Although you do have your Jedi training to fall back on. Every action has consequences, no matter how small or insignificant they seem. And even the smallest choice has the potential for harm. The Mandalorian Wars was proof of this. Intentions mean nothing if a greater tragedy is caused.
Ahora, ¿qué hacemos,
I
papu?
need to get to Kunda and warn them. They could be attacked at any moment.
¿Cómo puedo
If
ayudar?
you wish to prove yourself, then do so. The mercenaries have allied themselves with the Exchange, and now since they lost their captive Jedi, they'll attack immediately. I'm going to try...
Vale, pues caballero, lo siento por no haber sabido que estaba la cosa así, porque nadie me ha dicho absolutamente nada. Vale, este módulo de datos contiene nuestra culpa para los oficiales de los mercenarios. Recientemente los mercenarios han hecho una alianza secreta con el intercambio y están planeando un ataque inminente sobre Kunda. Con la administradora Dare muerta, el intercambio podría usar Dantooine para sus actividades ilícitas sin que la República pudiese detectarlas. Ya se han hecho todos los preparativos. Un ataque. Porque cuando vine antes no pillé todo esto. Bueno. Oh. Espérate, vamos a ir. Vamos a ir a hablar con mi amigo. El de los estos del tacto rectal. Perdón.
Yatuka, Uwanu.
Pues no. Nos volvemos a Kunda, porque toca batallita en Kunda. Loco, estoy muy roto. O sea, la tormenta de fuerza yo creo que es el poder más putísimo roto de este juego. Hace daño en área.
You are the Jedi I've heard reports of, and I am Azkul, leader of the mercenaries on Dantooine.
¿Quién quieres a mí?
Straight to the point. I like that. I will be equally direct. I am planning to take Kunda, and you're going to help me.
¿Quieres
According
ayudarte?
to my reports, I have 4 times as many soldiers as the militia.
Va, te digo.
Committed to taking Kunda.
Te digo
It is
que hago así
therefore I
y
will
que se te
succeed.
mueren 4.
If you wish to avoid my men eradicating the people of Dantooine, you will make it easier for me to take Kunda. Of course, I will pay well for your services. There are many
Definitivamente.
ways someone with your abilities can aid us. Before the action begins, I have two main tasks in mind for you. Disable the gun turrets and the traps. Deal with the turrets, however you see fit. Decide quickly. I have a slaughter to plan. When the militia learns of our attack, they will plant traps around the entrance. Decide quickly.
De acuerdo, te ayudaré.
Return to me when you are ready for us to begin our assault.
That man is an ice-cold killer. I wouldn't try.
Correcto. Vale, vamos a guardar. ¿Por qué? Porque no quiero yo llevarme aquí por el lado chungo. Correcto, aquí hay. Tremendas trampotas, papu. Vale. Ir por el otro lado. Vale. ¿Qué vamos a hacer? Mi intención es decirle a este señor. Sí, 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 sí. Ya está todo resuelto, ya está todo resuelto. Que te foquen, señora.
Mercenaries have been more hostile recently. Settlers on the outskirts.
Zeron was right about the mercenaries all along. I guess my ego clouded my judgment as to...
Vamos a ir
I
aquí.
see you have found the elusive Master Rook. He's told me that his rescue complicated our situation to some degree. I can't say that I anticipated that. I thank you for finding him, though. Rook has informed me that the mercenaries devised a plan of attack to annihilate Kunda itself. I will ask for your aid again, Jedi. Zeron says that even with a plan, the mercenaries have to gather their forces, then coordinate their assault. So we still have time. I'm afraid the militia has not been adequately trained for the task that befalls them.
¿Quién sabe lo del ataque?
Right now, just us and the militia. I don't want to create a needless panic.
Vale.
Be assured I will make sure that all civilians are warned in time, so they can get to safety. Though if we lose this battle, nowhere in Dantooine will be safe for settlers for long.
Correcto.
Our militia is effective at peacekeeping, but isn't prepared for a full-scale battle. If you can do anything... Besides that, look around Kunda and see what you can do to strengthen our defenses. I know that we don't...
Mierda.
Zeron says there is a considerable chance they will breach Kunda itself. Anything you can do to slow them down could turn the tide of battle.
¿Puedo hacerme algo para que ayude?
I have instructed the militia and other Kunda Our militia is... Besides that, look around Kunda and see what... Zeron says there is a considerable chance they will breach... Here is a MasterCard key that will open all of the... Soon, all the civilians will be evacuated. So if you have any business with them, I suggest you take care of it.
I was right about you. You are trouble, but you might just be the right sort of trouble we need. The mercenaries aren't quick to mobilize, so you have time to do what you need. Or we could use people handy with a blaster. Getting people to join the militia for a short stint would be good. We also got a lot of things that could use fixing. It isn't glamorous, but that type of work sometimes. Off the top of my head, the 3 turrets outside Kunda are on the blink. The men who were wounded by the turrets are holed up in the med lab, but our medic droid is busted, so they're healing slowly. I've had some men lay traps around Kunda, but nobody here really specializes in demolitions. I'm sure there's some gaps that could be filled. The side security door to Kunda has been malfunctioning as long as I've been here. It may be best to just seal it off lockdown so nobody gets through. We got some broken assault droids that have been collecting dust for the last 5 years. If they were working, it would help a lot with interior defense. If I had it my way, I'd recruit any citizen of Kunda that can hold a blaster. But it's hard to convince peaceful farmers to fight, maybe die for a cause. I don't know if it's certain. It could be a day or even... Inspecting the perimeter, talking... I fought in a war or two, but I'm no general. When you're ready, come back and we can talk.
Vale.
Zeron was right about the mercenaries all along. I guess my ego clouded.
Insoranaka megunsoji, nekchi una bola, monchi wataton, sobodono, visel chamaka. Jenish melaka wachino so impos morcha chani ricas. Carono ma, wino sotorosh.
Pues vamos a abrir las puertas que nos quedan. Ah, qué bien.
We've been told to provide you with anything you need. We have to keep the news of the mercenaries' plans quiet for now.
Enemigos en espera de ellos. Perfecto. Vale. Esto nos lleva a las estas. Vale, por aquí no queremos ir ahora mismo. Vale. Hay tremendo giri. Un segundito. ¿Eh?
Salvagers are just thieves and scavengers. I can't wait until the last of them leaves.
Vamos a ver. Compa. ¿Tú vendes piezas de repuesto, papi? Tú no vendes lo que necesito.
My brother owed money to Garovic.
Thanks for the help. Since you're asking me, I suppose I could. Zeron has asked me several times before to...
Welcome. Sir.
It's getting dangerous to even come to Kunda. I hear the kin.
Señora.
What do you want now? Yeah, I guess so. I'm not too fond of my job, but it's better than the job I'd have if the Mercs took over.
¡Oh! Cumbiote, papu. Vale, por aquí hay torretas. Vamos a ver. Entiendo que desde aquí... Déjalo.
Charanana Gundoso.
Ya, socio, ¿qué dices? Vale.
Charanana Gundoso Remine. Terewana Jun Konata Dela Raguno Tuna. Dai Rinturuk. Der Rinturunto Wakare Kwe Wap Gerebu. Nenso Telepachan Gorsadaran. Terewana Jun Konata Dela Raguno Tuna. Der Rinturunto Wakare Kwe Wap Gerebu. Nenso Terewana Jun Konata Dela Raguno Tuna. Der Rinturunto Wakare Kwe Wap Gerebu. Nenso Telepachan.
El problema es que no tengo fucking minas. Bueno, puedo preguntarle al Rodiano si tiene putísimas minas. A hablar con el viejo.
You again. What are you? Nope, I'm way.
Claro, si lo hago con... Vale. Mira... Prepararlo tiene todo 8.
Insoranak.
Pues vamos a optimizar el este de los droides. O sea, al otro Sugnor le vamos a hacer la guarrilla, pero espectacular. Todo desactivado, todo desactivado. Espérate tú que yo voy a decir que todo bien. Ah, activar los escudos. Nos hemos quedado sin piezas. Vale. Que no sé yo cómo se va a gestionar esto. Vamos a ir... Vale, gente, un segundito. Vale, continuamos. Vale, no, es por el otro. Por el otro lado. Pues señor, le vamos a hacer la guarrilla, pero espectacular, ¿eh? Este señor le vamos a hacer la guarrilla, pero de una forma que es que vamos. Le va a quedar flipping.
Are you ready? I won't. Fine. What do you... The only thing I'm interested in here. Good. I will deploy men to surround Kun. Okay. Which entrance is that? You heard the Jedi. Move out, men.
Claro, si hacemos esto...
Come on, Jedi. You're leading the first wave.
A ver qué es lo que ocurre aquí. Por saber. Si no, restauramos partida desde el punto de guardado y listo.
I can't believe you've betrayed us. Serena was wrong for trusting a Jedi. And I will... Fuck.
Vale, pues no, esto no era lo que había que hacer. Pues no hay que ir a hablar con los mercenarios, hay que quedarse aquí.
You heard what
Ali
the
Brucas.
administrator said. We'll have time to talk.
I was right about it.
Otra vez un combate.
Once we're done with that, there may not be...
He hecho todo lo que he podido.
And we got a lot to do.
Since you are here to bolster Kunda's defense, I will hurry to the mercenary camp and delay their assault however I can.
I imagine that the mercenaries have got two goals in this whole thing. Kill me and kill the administrator. The rest of the settlers won't have courage to resist if they succeed.
What?
The administrator's locked up in her office tight, which means that the mercs have to go through us and Kunza's defenses.
Correcto.
It isn't gonna be easy. I suspect we're gonna have to fight on the inside. They've got 3 entrances they're gonna try and break in. Here's the front door, the security door on the side, and the garage door in back. We got 3 squads of militia. We can assign people to the front, back, or inside. The backside has to guard 2 entrances. The front will have to fight more people, and the inside will have to deal with any that break through. So, where do you think the first squad should be deployed?
Vamos a sacar el
First squad
pelotón.
is most experienced. The only squad that could go blaster to blaster against the mercs. Second squad has a lot of passion, but no experience. Third squad is new and not trained too well, and they may break in combat. They need a good leader to make them effective. So, Where do you think the first squad should be deployed?
El primero en la entrada principal.
The battles that had the least dying were always led by Jedi. I'm gonna go with what you think. Where do you want the second squad?
Claro, el segundo tiene menos experiencia en combate. Van a tener que estar en total, pero se enfrentan a más, con lo cual yo diría que la parte trasera en el interior.
Fine by me. The last question is, where do you want to go? Either the front or the back. I'll take whichever one you don't.
Intenta cubrir las dos entradas traseras.
I suppose that there is more ground to cover with the two entrances. All right. I'll take the... Once the fighting starts, you gotta stay in your area. We both have to guard our half of the battlefield. Come over to me and the mercs will just charge straight into...
Ya te he puesto los pros contigo.
They're gonna have a tougher job. That's about it. Now we just... Well, I'll tell them what's there to do.
Podría hablar yo con ellos.
All right, I'll assemble the men. I hope you can speak good.
Vamos a hacer el tremendo speech, papu. Diles que están condenados. Aunque no. Esta es su oportunidad de hacer historia. La corta historia de Dantooine ha sido la de un pueblo duro enfrentado a obstáculos infranqueables. Nunca han sido tan altas las apuestas. Nunca el futuro ha sido tan incierto. Pero ha llegado vuestro capítulo, vuestra historia. Las generaciones venideras recordarán la batalla que se avecina con orgullo y admiración. Obviamente, el riesgo es muy alto, la amenaza es real, pero estoy dispuesto a luchar con orgullo junto a cualquiera que se enfrente a su destino en este campo de batalla. Este es nuestro día, nuestra valiente oportunidad de liberar Dantooine. ¿Quién luchará a mi lado? Quiero arruinar. No, hombre, no.
No,
hombre, no.
Tell me what you see, soldier.
They're mobilizing the militia. Looks like a lot of activity down there.
They've been warned. It won't be of any use. The plan doesn't change. Captains, prepare your men. Their leader, Administrator Tarina, must not survive the battle. Everything else is secondary to that objective.
Vale. Vayan conmigo. Las waifu, papu, las waifu. Espectacular. Loco, estoy rotísimo. Electrocutando a peña, vamos. Vale. Buah. Entonces vamos a cambiar las cosas.
Since you are here to...
I am mad.
Vale, entonces, el primero lo vamos a colocar en la trasera. El segundo en la entrada principal. En el interior. Y creo que en la parte delantera. Vamos a hacer el otro. Lo que va a pasar aquí es peligroso, pero también importante para los amigos, para la familia. El enemigo quiere arrebatároslo todo y tendremos que dar hasta la última gota de sangre para detenerlo. Así que mirad a vuestro alrededor. Por esto es por lo que luchamos. Cada uno de nosotros debe cuidar de sus camaradas. Si trabajamos como un equipo, nos alzaremos con la victoria. Hombre, fue mejor el primer speech. También te digo. Con lo cual, no vamos a guardar ahora. Madre mía. Vamos aquí. Vale, vamos a... Espérate tú, que ahora estamos rotísimos, socio. Espérate tú, que ahora estamos puto rotísimos. Vienen los papus. Con los papus por aquí. Vamos a reventarle la putísima cabeza. ¡Hostia! Este señor se ha bueado. Por aquí no hemos perdido tantos, compa. Pero bueno, si tú lo dices.
So you're the Jedi. I take it you are responsible for the surprises we've had during this battle.
Esta presa está...
That's supposed to convince me, Jedi. I'll give you one last chance. With these flaming... I was trained at Malak's academy. Your tricks won't work.
Sorry I was held up, but it looks like I've arrived in time to pull you out of your predicament.
Kill them all.
Thank you so much for your aid. You can be sure that Dantooine will not forget how the Jedi protected us from you. I'm sorry to offend you. You are, of course, We are a humble community, and this conflict has greatly diminished our resources. I hope this reward will...
Eso lo para elegir una estatua. No, guárdate los créditos y utilízalos para reconstruir punta.
I am humbled by your generosity. I will put this to good use. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have much work to do. Dantooine will be slow to rebuild, but I am confident now that we will one day achieve prosperity.
Ojalá.
Kunda is safe in no small part due to you. I feel certain that the administrator wouldn't have made it without your assistance.
Dice a la señora que ha estado tirando rayos a diestro y siniestro por el campo de batalla. ¿Dónde están todas las Jedi?
We've been forced to divide our forces and retreat to places which will be difficult for our enemies to detect and attack. We cannot. And we have resolved not to until we have found where the Sith are striking from. But even as our numbers thin, there is still no trace of them. We had hoped to outmaneuver them. By letting them believe themselves victorious, we thought they would become bold and step from the shadows. Then, all of us who remained vowed to meet here on Dantooine. From here, we can plan a course of action and carry the battle to them. But so far, they remain in hiding, and Jedi continue to vanish and die.
Hemos reunido con Fresca y el Narshada.
Narshada? Why would he go there?
Creo que el rabio de Narshada podría
It is
cruzarlo.
good that you bring word of him, but you must not speak of it to others. It will only put him... We cannot. And we have resolved, but even as our numbers, we had hoped to outmaneuver them. You have more questions? We are at war, but it is unlike any war we have fought before. We have yet to even meet our attackers in battle. Somehow our enemy is targeting us through the Force, striking, then retreating to the shadows. The gathering of any Jedi seems to attract them like a beacon. So it was necessary to divide our forces and conceal ourselves for a time until we could learn more of this threat. How did you know of KOTOR? Few knew it was one of the gathering worlds for the Jedi. But yes, KOTOR was one such place. Now the planet is no more. Master Zar, Master Dorak, and many more perished there, and we do not know why or how. But all life on the planet ceased to exist. I was not on KOTOR when it was destroyed, but now that it is dead, it has left its echo, like Dantooine. It was after KOTOR that the few of us left realized that wherever we gathered, we were placing others in danger, not just Jedi.
Dantooine.
Great tragedies, old battlegrounds. In such places, the deaths of so many echo. By coming here, those echoes served to mask my presence, allowing me to investigate the ruins and try... The Miraluka world of KOTOR taught us a terrible lesson. Many Jedi gathered there. Now the planet is no more. It was... Because you defied the Council and followed Revan to war. And from that war came another. Do you know how many worlds were destroyed in those wars? Dantooine, Telos, Sirocco? Do you see now why we counseled caution instead of action? You were the only one to come back and face judgment. But that was because you had lost your connection to the Force. Another casualty of war. No doubt you still blame us for your exile. I had hoped your isolation would give you time to reflect on what had happened, what you had done. But I see it as not. You have more questions for me? We did nothing to you. Accuse us if you will, but it will not change the truth. Cutting one off from the Force Such punishments are reserved for only a few. Although it was within our power, we did not inflict such a loss upon you. Your loss was a casualty of war, no more.
Entonces, ¿qué me ha pasado?
That is a question you should ask yourself. It is not something I could help you with, even if I wanted to. Perhaps it is Dantooine, but I do not feel such from you. I feel nothing but what I felt in the Council Judgment Chamber on Coruscant so long ago. Still, you and your connections were often a subject of debate in the Council. It is possible that returning to known space, journeying with others, has caused the Force to stir within you again. You have more questions for me? You have seen the end of your trial. Perhaps you would like to explain how you came to this knowledge. That was intended only for the Jedi Council. If what remains of the Council chooses to tell you, then I will abide by their decision and its consequences.
Vamos a fallar.
There is little I can tell
Pues no.
Master Kavar felt something had happened to you in the war, but all he had was suspicions, not truths. And Kavar was too close to you in any event. He, too, felt the call of war and took to battle more than a Jedi should. His speculations would not help you now, but enough of this. It is knowledge for the Council alone until they choose to reveal it. You have more questions for me? Force bonds? Yes. It is the... Such bonds normally grant strength to both. Still, your ability to form such connections to... Perhaps it is a punishment of a sort. But a bond that ties two lives together, and with your loss of connection to the Force, it seems such a... Perhaps it is... You have they? I've seen no evidence of them. Why would they attack you? For some reason, I believe you. Still, I am curious as to how... Regardless, these Sith have struck, and you survived. This is more knowledge. If you can find others, or find some trace of the Sith, and from there we may decide... You have more questions? I suppose there is something I should show you. That will keep you alive longer.
Para que demuestres tu utilidad, tremendo
When you are
subknot.
facing a long campaign, you need to be more conservative with how you use your Force energy. This form gives you increased Force affinity. In simple terms, it helps you to quickly regenerate Force energy in the middle of a fight.
Mi forma de la fuerza. Que no la necesito porque es que tenemos mucha energía de la fuerza.
I don't know how you learned that so quickly. Still, your form is sloppy. Keep practicing to tighten it up and you'll be fine.
You are always welcome here, Jedi.
Thanks for your help with the mercenaries.
Vale, pues vamos a Narshada, hablamos con esta señora.
I'll be glad to return to my farm.
They say the Jedi saved us from the mercenaries. I guess we should stop blaming them.
Vale.
That was some intense fighting. I'm glad we both made it through. And the mercenaries did.
Vamos a Y ahora esto es ver qué nos ponemos porque es que estamos muy rotos, tío. Hombre, qué de miedo. Hemos visto las mierdas que hace Visas. Está bien. Poderes. Rayea, tibiti. Buah, ¿qué le ponemos ahora a esta señora? Vamos a ponerle el de... Vale. No, vale, esto no me interesa. Hombre, revitalizar. Visas la estamos haciendo muy cheta. O sea, Visas va rollo... Visas va rollo fucker de la vida.
Charanana gundoso remina que directo kuro katada. Fiadra tora pada no.
Bueno, ahora tendremos que hablar con la peña dentro de la nave.
Unnecessary observation. Annoying. Skills failing, master.
You're one of those cursed soldiers that tore up Kunda. Now I have to fix everything you busted.
Que te den compa. Este en serio. Mucho texto, socio. ¿El mensaje de Kelborn? ¿De qué se trata?
The more worlds we travel to, the more questions I have. It's not just the hardships of the people, but something more. You are right. Yes. These dead worlds, they have a pattern to them. They were all touched by the attacks on KOTOR, Telos itself, the decay on Dantooine. Something is wrong with life. Sometimes I feel like I almost understand.
So close.
No, I do not. I do think there is some greater plan at work here. Perhaps. Dantooine is only one of the worlds. It is curious that the Jedi Masters chose those worlds. I know not how.
Vale.
Yeah, something wrong?
This better not be any of that boring meditation stuff. Got it, I understand.
Yeah, something wrong. Yeah. Well,
I'll ignore that little crack next time you need some covering. I think I understand.
Yeah, something wrong.
Go ahead.
It's all this. Yeah. It's got a. No. Yeah? Didn't think I'd hear. Yeah, right. Save the philosophy for the disciple. Shoot. Talk.
Bueno, dejaremos a este men para el último.
The fact we are even... The assassin droid.
I want to have a...
Okay.
I wanted to make sure that we have some things. Right now, we both seek the same goals. The Sith must be stopped. If they destroy the Jedi, to survive, I'll help you. After I defeated Malachor, the survivors spread across the Outer Rim. Many taken, but they cannot have fallen so far that they will not recognize a new Mandalore has been chosen. One who will restore our people to glory. I'll fight beside you, but I'm warning you. I'm not asking for help. I'm just asking you to let me do this. Cross... Of course it's a threat. Get in my way. After the Sith are dealt with, you can turn your attention to us. Or consider what I've said. Now is there... I'm sure I'm not... Now is...
A ver, vieja.
How many more do we intend to gather to us? This ship is not the galaxy. There is only so much room. Then prepare for an army, I think, for it seems many more. They will follow you because you are a leader. Their kind always needs such, even when the figure deserves no such obedience. No? Perhaps not. Or perhaps you are different. Something more. I am not blind. I see what they see, hear their voices when they speak to you, and notice the change when they speak to others. I know many things, and I know what I am not. I am no leader. I speak with a voice that will never move others. I speak with a passion that goes unheard. They obey you because you are a leader. Have you noticed what has been happening? Have you felt it? The fool dances in your shadow for your favor. The disciple, he worships you quietly. The alien obeys you. Even within the machines there are echoes. Watch them carefully. See their patterns and recognize the strength in it. Influence can be a weapon, one that you may need before your journey.
Esta señora es una malmeta espectacular.
I care not which of the words you use, as long as you make use of that which you forge. That was Revan's way, I believe. It was a strength. You never asked yourself how Revan took the Republic and Jedi beneath him, how he made them his. But to make officers turn on their own people, to bomb innocent worlds, to make pacts, strong influence indeed. And where did these Sith teachings come from? And why did Revan embrace them so strongly? So many questions, yet the answers are few. Oh, did they? No. Revan met no Sith Empire, yet he learned their teachings. Many have mistaken the soldiers beneath Revan, the machines that were constructed to be the Sith. They are wrong. The Sith is a belief, and what Revan formed was not an empire, but something else. Yet how he did it is curious. And I suspect the answer to that question is tied to another. How was Revan able to corrupt so
Porque era un fucker de la vida.
quickly? But we shall see where our journey takes us, I think, and see how... Ask. That crystal is bonded to you through... Most interesting. Your crystal does not perfectly reflect your current self. Is there something else? Have you... They are... And... Not a one. Ask. Ignorance. And perhaps they do not remember or care. It is of no... Am I? Then perhaps you should know. There are techniques in the Force where one can cloud the memory of others, make their presence...
Esto puede ser interesante. Esto puede ser importante.
And on the worlds where we have encountered these Jedi, there is much life and death, where sensing such things is difficult. As I said, it is of no consequence to me or to them.
¿Esta técnica conmigo?
No, but if I did, you would never know. So my word... But perhaps you will understand this. That perhaps it is important to me, that it is important that your judgments, whether be good or bad, stem from seeing me as I truly... I did not ask you to trust me. I misspoke before, and I do not ask. And did he? The Mandalorian. But yes. Very well. Have you done as I... Very well. Then know this. Many are the times I meditate in the silence of my chambers. I do this so that I might center myself. There are others who may achieve this in occupying the mind, in achieving a moving skill does not always draw from the Force, but it is a measure of power nonetheless. Much can be achieved without the Force, as you know. Life continues, persists, and maybe... Now I am tired. Yes. Very well. Helpful, especially in tandem with other Force techniques. This... Very... The...
Vale, hay que seguir subiendo la habilidad de reparaciones.
Query, is this statement? Answer.
Yes, General.
My life for... I am prepared, but I understand now. I do not understand, but the choice...
There is something I have observed. I have found your presence to be inspiring. With your growth in the... I understand now why others followed you to war. Perhaps that is what leadership is. And it is something I have seen in only a few during my travels. In any event, it has been some time since I traveled with a Jedi, nor one so firmly upon the path. I wanted to thank you. I fear the stories that were spoken of you have misrepresented you. And if I have the opportunity, I shall reverse them whenever they arise.
Gente.
Very well. That is hardly... You are correct. If I look familiar, it is because we... As on Coruscant, Force-sensitive children are taken to Dantooine as well. Though it is done rarely, and only with those they... If you are not chosen by a master when you have come... I met you on Dantooine. You taught us how to move within the Force, and see it flow within others. It is difficult to explain the difference between you and Master Vrook, but I think it is because he was knowledgeable, but not a leader. You were different, and I knew that if I were to have a master... And then you went to war. Many Jedi went to war, and the Jedi Masters proclaimed that you were Jedi no longer. I knew at that moment that if you would no longer be a Jedi, then you must be correct. And in any event, there was no one to train me, even if I wished it. They all went to war. It is possible to forget the Force, you know. If you have not felt it strongly enough, then there is little to miss. But I never felt the Force.
Caballero, esto se puede interpretar de otra forma.
To serve the Republic, study the Jedi teachings, gather them perhaps. It was important to me to understand. I felt some part of you should be preserved. So
Madre mía.
Perhaps. It is not time. I am on a diplomatic mission. I am one of several tasks. I do not think it is a matter of luck or chance. Only my own inability.
You can say that again.
I suspect my turning away from the Force is also a hindrance in such cases. I imagine the Jedi would be... You have? Like you? Curious. It is unlike the Jedi to van...
Creo que voy a buscar lo que se desaparece en el que estoy ahí perdido.
What was that? Do you know?
Ellos me están dando caso también.
Perhaps the Sith have learned from Malak's defeat and have chosen a different tactic. It is like them
Hombre,
to strike from
yo.
shadows. This has Revan's mark in things. Yes, but there is much of Revan's legacy that was not undone in the Jedi Civil War. Master Vandar spoke of these assassins in the council chambers. They were used before large assaults on planets and Jedi to weaken them. Yes? At times, I meditate. I try to treasure them. Of course. I try to treasure the... That is hard. It is not time. Forgive. I wanted to discuss why you perspective. I see. Do you have a record of this trial? Perhaps I shall examine it when I get the chance. With you. I appreciate your trust.
Mira, pero porque acaba de saltarme aquí.
I have studied the holo record of your trial. I must confess that I was searching for some meaning beyond the records.
Me exiliaron.
Yes, but exile is rare, and I have found it is not really so. I don't think so. Perhaps some of them felt strongly about your sentence. Again, the choice to turn away was yours. Because I too turned away from the order. I'm not certain I do. Because I too turned away from the order.
Vale.
I'm not certain I do either. Then I shall speak no more. Yes, is that? I think you are right. I have watched you. You have become strong in the Force again. But that is not all. My master, the one in now she has returned. The one who was to be my master was lost.
So it ends.
I want you to teach me the ways of the Force, to become a Jedi Knight.
Clave, recuerdo el todo de las Dantooine. ¿Vamos a subir a este señor? No. Hostia.
Yes, is
Vale, vamos a hablar con la vieja.
Yes. Very. That crystal is bonded to you. Let me focus on the crystal for a moment. There. Now it is fully in tune. Is there something? That crystal is Is there some?
Vale. Vale. Ah, Ton, mon ami, ¿cómo está usted?
Something up? All right. But I tell you, got it. Something up? All right, I'm game. All right, I think... Something up?
Vale. Vamos a Narsala. Vamos a llevar tremendo mandaloro para ir a por los mandalorianos que estaban por allí. Vamos a llevar a este señor. Vamos a llevar a esta señora. No debería de haber problemas en este planeta, así que... Vale, estas señoras están en los muelles. Estaban por aquí. Tin tiririn tin 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 tin.
Another Mandalorian. You're welcome to join us. Our clan has traveled here in search of... I'm not here for any mercenary work. I'm here to return your clan to Duxon, where I am restoring our people to their former glory. Mandalore? But after Revan defeated Mandalore, no new one was chosen. I intend to rectify that error. I have no doubt that you believe that you are Mandalore. But look at the situation we are in now. Anyone could buy a helmet from a swoop track and make such a claim. And the last time Mandalore traveled in the company of non-Mandalorians, we were pledged to Exar Kun. A Jedi? Perhaps you are deserving of the title of Mandalore. I heard rumors from Isis about Mandalorian sightings on Duxon. So perhaps there is truth to what you say. Very well, Mandalore. My clan will follow you and make for Duxon, so that another clan might be added to the strength of your army. Excuse us. We must gather the rest of our clan and deliver them the news.
Nishasa achuto gonkura. Dakaprota gocha. Koparodunga ninisindo. No, nanank.
Hombre, son las 8. No, vamos a volver a Onderon. Y vamos a ir haciendo la aproximación final. Levenhawk. A Levenhawk.
Of course. It would be my pleasure.
Meditation envy?
Why don't you go sit on a rocket?
Calm down. What is your problem?
I don't want to talk about it.
Alright, you know, Atten, sometimes it's no wonder you can't figure yourself out the way you lie to yourself all the time. I've hunted a lot of people in my line of work, but I never met someone who wants to get lost more than you do. I get a pretty good idea why, but not the whole picture. I will, though. My advice? Come clean before I find out.
That guy, I don't trust him.
I do. I mean, he's alright, I guess. He's like someone who watches too many holovids. Or teaches them.
Yeah, you're right. He's boring.
Yeah, and that puts him a few ranks up the ladder from you.
What's that supposed to mean? I'm not boring.
No, you're more like a shifty, lying idiot with a tendency to complain about every little thing, and offer only small bits of help.
Espectacular esta señora.
He'd get beaten to death on Nar Shaddaa almost as soon as he landed, though.
Oh, that's good to hear. Thought I had some competition there.
Oh, well, it's not really a competition. I mean, you're kind of an idiot, Atten, and you don't shower enough, and you scratch your equipment when you think no one's looking. Don't take it too hard, though. That still makes you better than most people I've met on Nar Shaddaa.
Thanks.
And stop watching her. She's got enough problems.
Hostia.
There was a pattern to Revan's attacks during the Jedi Civil War. He sought to convert Jedi, not kill them. But that is not all. In fact, he fought to keep the infrastructure intact, killed certain political leaders that would lead to destabilization. First Patriarch Lelin Dur of Sirocco, the Corellian diplomat Mimis Yun, and Yusunas of Achani.
¿Quiere que le quedara algo por conquistar?
I'm not sure that he intended to conquer. I think he was trying to unify the galaxy against... I do not know.
Contra otro sí. Vale, no vamos a hacer todo el tinglado. Voy a hablar con la peña. Eso lo haremos cuando quedemos Onderon. Así que nos vamos a Yun o a Tuxun, como dice el Mandalor. Vale, la pregunta es si aquí me van a dejar ahora llevar grupo libre. Si puedo llevar grupo libre. A las waifus. A las waifus.
Ready to head back to camp.
Vamos.
Follow me.
Y gracias por el viaje
You
rápido.
received my message then. A man named Kavar wanted to get a hold of you urgently. He said that the Queen had arranged safe passage to Onderon for you, but I don't know how good their offer is anymore.
No corro
He
que
wouldn't
quería.
tell me anything, just that he wanted to see you. This morning, General Vaklu met with the Council of Lords and declared that the Queen was guilty. He'll be made regent if Talia and her royal guard are defeated. The military is divided on who to support. Civil war has fallen. I doubt that Queen Talia and her advisor will survive until night. The balance of forces seem to favor Queen Talia. The royal palace is heavily fortified and defensible, but Vaklu has new allies, Sith soldiers and their masters. The war has all... Braylor and I both concur. She doesn't stand a chance.
You underestimate the Force, Mandalorian. I sense that we may still get to Master Kavar in time. I sense there is something stirring on the moon itself. Tell me, have your senses picked up anything from Duxon?
Yes, we have. How? We picked up some transmissions from nearby in the jungle. Zuka's satellite relay has also picked up several shuttle launches with old Sith transmitter IDs. Some sort of staging base, perhaps.
The Sith forces must be stopped. Otherwise, the Mandalorian is right, Master Kavar.
Ah, mierda.
Dividing our forces at a time like this is foolhardy.
And this is why a common soldier will never triumph against a Jedi. Your military tactics are nothing compared to the Force. It is essential and inevitable that we face both enemies at the same time. You are correct. You must choose who will lead the expedition through the jungle to find our enemies and defeat them.
Hacking through beasts and jungles? That sounds like a job for me, as usual.
You should send 2 others to go with the leader. Who else will accompany the expedition? Excellent choice. And who else? Not the most subtle choice. Now, are you certain?
Mandalorian warriors will go with you to find the end. If you need supplies, talk with Kex. Let me know if you want to go now.
Vale, yo...
The forces we fought before are... This moon is more than... Though General Vaklu... But the... Even...
Vale.
Are you ready to head to the enemy base?
Un segundo, vamos a guardar. Por si acaso.
Are you ready to head to... As you wish. Man...
Finally, we're close to our objective. My troops will keep the path to the... I can follow you a little bit further, but then I will set up... So...
Vale, hay que empezar a subir a este men. No, esta ya la tenía, pues esta. Madre mía. $4.18, esto está bien.
I hear you.
A ver cómo nos da. Vale, pues putadote.
Hold a moment. Past the mines.
Interjection. That's a primitive security system meatbag. It scans its immediate vicinity for anything it perceives as a threat. One of its many faults is that it can't detect stealth field generators.
So, you aren't completely ignorant in the ways of battle? Good. But all of you must pass through its perimeter, and undetected would be better. Making detonation. It looks serviceable, and you didn't blow your... Avoid the mines. If any of the ones close to the sensor are detonated...
18. Aquí no hay nada.
Wait here.
No, podemos intentar recuperar las minas con Atom. Perfecto. No, vamos al buen sabotaje. Aquí no tenemos una señora que pegue tremendos rayazos de fuerza y nos vaya abriendo camino por todo el mapeado. Así que hay que ir con un poco más de sutilez. Espectacular.
My predecessor displeased our masters and was dealt with. The fool let Canox through the perimeter. The Sith don't tolerate any failure. I'm the 5th captain to command this base camp. The camp sits in the shadow of a tomb. My subordinates say that the body of an ancient warlord named Freedon Naird lies inside. We don't know why we're here. We sit and make sure that no beasts come into our camp, and especially that they don't reach the tomb itself. A bleak assignment. Signing off.
Vale, siempre registra.
This jungle feels similar to Korriban before it fell after the war. Everyone is on edge. Executions for infractions are commonplace here. 50% more than my previous command. There's a bloodthirstiness to the jungle. The beasts here continually assault our mined perimeter. We've had to replace the minefield
La
4
leche.
times so far. We received more equipment and more men today. The equipment went straight inside the tomb. As usual, I have no idea what it contained. We're expecting more Sith to arrive any day. They want us to capture one of the beasts for them. No explanation. There never is. Signing off. Coded messages from orbit and from Onderon. We're on full battle alert against what they won't say. Well, what does that even mean? How do I prepare for that? The only thing that could worry our masters so much has to... The Sith said soon we'll have reinforcements. I asked for details. He said it signed...
Intrusos, matadlos.
Let's settle this.
Oliwi.
What's wrong?
I hear
Vamos a ver.
Acknowledgement.
Just say the word.
Ratio achieved. Time to die.
I hear you.
Of prejudice, set to maximum.
Vale, creo que voy a ir cortando ya por hoy el directo. O sea, vamos a limpiar esta parte. Pero es que estoy ahí un poco muerto. Antes de entrar, vamos. Y vamos a hacer una raidecita. No, este se lo olvide. Ay, me gustaría mantenerme un poquitillo más en el stream, pero estoy medio muerto. Así que, gente, nos vemos mañana. Mañana importante. Toca partida de Pentafox. Hoy ya se ha liberado el cuarto capítulo en YouTube. De hecho, me están saliendo aquí un par de visualizaciones. Tiene un vistacillo, o sea, véanse las 4 sesiones que hemos tenido, que está interés. Así que nada, no alargamos esto más. Un saludito y hasta luego. Chao.